Na, hello! Szevasztok, srácok! Üdv mindenkinek! Szerusztok! Üdvözlöm a kis meglepi, mondhatni, hogyha nem figyeltétek a Discordos menetrendes szobát, meglepi streamen, ahol megnézzük az új Siege szezon bejelentését, ami várhatóan hamarosan elkezdődik, bár eddig én még nem láttam semmit. Nézzük csak még egyszer. Rainbow Six-es. Hopp. Starting soon van. Na. Köszi szépen amúgy Skybanker a 4 hónapot, és üdv egyébként Drake, Morwolf, Réka és Billie Eilish. Hello, hello. Na. Azt mondja, hogy ezt itt megnyitom a háttérben. Aha, egy jó kis Nintendo reklám. Erre akkor más lesz a megoldás. Na. Szervusztok, srácok! Üdv mindenkinek, hello! Ha minden igaz, akkor az új szezonba, a Season 3-ba, így a CGX-ben kapni fogunk egy új védő operátort, akiről így már annyit lehet tudni, hogy csávó, és hogy egy kártyát tart föl, mert hogy a napokban kitettek egy videót a Ubisofték, valami lézeres gadgetje lesz, ha minden igaz, és új fegyvert fog egyébként még hozni. Kapunk új modernizált pályákat, mint például a Nighthaven Labset, a Lert és a Konzolétet. Ugye a modernizált pályák között ott van a Chalet, a Clubhouse, a Bank, a Bordel és a Café. Fejlesztik tovább az R6 Shieldguardját, illetve lesz voice chat moderáció. Így a toxikusak automatikusan mútolva lesznek, hogyha minden igaz, és ez a reputációkra hatással lesz. Valamint privacy mód jön konzolra, és 2 seasonal eventet fogunk kapni. És gyorsan átváltok egyébként a streamre, hát ha már történt itt valami. Nézzük, mi újság.
On console 69, you can use either or. And field of view, I like to use 90. You see a lot of people use 90 or 84, but I like to use 90 the most. I think it's just
Akkor jó.
helps to recoil,
Akkor még
helps to
várunk.
see more. And I play super close to my monitor, so I can see everything anyway, so I don't need to use that. And when it comes to brightness, I like to put mine all the way up to 75, because like if I'm playing on Villa and someone's using like an Ember Eye skin, I need to make sure I'm seeing them and not just them blending in. And then when we look at the graphics, it's really gonna depend. On console you can't
Szevasztok, Kyodajna, Billie Eilish, üdv, Hali, sziasztok.
I mean, if you have a good PC, do whatever you want. But when it comes to, you know, getting the best frames, that's what you want to go for. And when it comes to the controls, I feel like most of this is generally going to be preference, but for me, I like to use the gadget deployment advanced.
Még 7 percet kell várni, milyen jó, hogy azt mondták, hogy 7-kor kezdődik.
Toggle, sprint, this is all like just the regular buttons and stuff. But for
Ez egy átverés,
I
srácok.
like to keep my vibration on, you don't need to. The drone deployment,
Közben annyit kérdeznék, hogy látjátok-e esetleg azt, hogy működik a drop, vagy sem? Mert hogy most lehet dropot szerezni egy ilyen reveal paneles csármot, ha minden igaz. Ez másik füles Isten. As for my sensitivity, let me put this on for you. I'll show you the best sensitivity you're gonna look at here. You've never seen this before. Köszi szépen Hun hátom a 600-asért. Köszi a támogatáson.
But it's not, because we're gonna get to the advanced settings as well as the ADS. So we'll make it basically what I call a hybrid sensitivity. It's a mix of the both. Because when you're looking around, it feels super fast. But once you aim down sights and you really have to hit your shot, you're gonna be on a much slower, concise sensitivity. Jó van, ahogy látom, nem lehet kikapcsolni azt, hogy értesítsen engem erről a Twitch, hogy ki subgiftelt éppen a Rainbow Six csatornán.
Szóval nem tudom, látjátok, hogy működik a drop? Akkor megnézem gyorsan, hogyha nem látjátok.
Not a lot of people use these. You probably have never seen people use these. These are mine. I'm going to show you 25, 20, 0.15, 0.35, 35, 30, 0.15.
Nem látszódik? Várjatok, megnézem. Azt írják 7 órától, mert elvileg aktív kell, hogy legyen.
So if you see how I'm on 5100, right? And then you see I go
negyed órát kell nézni.
Like, okay, well, how can I still basically like flick onto somebody with a 1924? So with these advanced settings, this will basically make it to where when you aim down sights and you move your analog stick a certain amount, this outer threshold, when I move this analog stick to a certain degree, these sensitivities will start to turn on. But it won't turn on instantly or else your aim would be terrible. So if you look at something like the ADS horizontal acceleration, the ADS vertical acceleration, the ADS acceleration delay, and the ramp up time. This basically means that when I move my analog stick, as we saw at the outer threshold, it's going to take around 0.15 seconds for anything to really happen. And then it's going to go up by 35. But it's going to take an entire second to ramp up. Because if we just went from our 24 ACOG to plus 35, your aim would be crazy. So you want to have it gradually go up. So that's why we see the 0.15 seconds before it really goes up, a full 1 second to get that additional 35. This helps you when you have to, like, for example, flick onto somebody. So having these advanced settings and really fine-tuning these will just help you with your aim overall and just help you use this sensitivity. I wouldn't really use a sense without it because it just makes everything feel really smooth. That's why I would use advanced settings. Now, when it comes to the privacy, this is all preference, but accessibility, this is important. Let me show you. So with accessibility, screen shake intensity, always have off. This is like if somebody throws a fuse or a grenade, your whole screen's gonna shake. You wanna have this off. Motion blur, I keep my motion blur on. Tinnitus, we already have that on muted.
Tehát, hogyha szeretnétek valami hasonlítást, ez most olyan, mint hogyha egy vovos nagyobb patch bemutatója lenne, és előtte addon beállításokat mutogatnának.
I keep mine on 100, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's just what I've always used. But a lot of people do use a lower one. All right, now that you have seen the best controller settings, the ones that I've gotten controller PC champ with, let me show you the best shooting range settings as well for this challenge. We're gonna have 60-second duration, big ball, 4 targets, idle movement speed, random distance, and infinite magazine ammo. But let me show you why these settings are the best. Let's go try this out. All right, let's begin this. Using the SMG-12 might not be the greatest idea as long as I don't start double shotting, I'll be fine, but let's lock in here a lot. And keep on ADSing so it's a faster time.
Nem tudom, hogy van-e unalmasabb content annál, hogy egy aimlabos procolást mutatnak.
All right. I'll take 67. At 6-7, I'll take it. That's it for the shooting range. 67 is the score to beat. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm Royal Penguin on Twitch, TikTok. You can find me there. But the reveal panel is about to begin, so make sure you guys are ready for that. And after the reveal panel, you can come watch me for the post show. We're gonna be going over everything. My gameplay versus the devs with a new operator, some crazy lineups. But I'll see you then.
Na, lement itt a kis kontrolleres oktató videó, hogy hogyan kell kontrollerre játszani, mik a legjobb beállítások, és hogy 60-et lőtt a Royal Penguin a practice módban. Hajrá, srácok, jó pont megdöntéseket. És most kezdődik. Oh my god.
Hello. And on behalf of the entire Siege team,
Alexander.
welcome to Operation High Stakes. If you're new to the game and joined us last season, or a veteran, millions of you showed up to check out this amazing experience. And we're building on top of that now. Not only do we have a new operator, a new gadget, and a new weapon, but we have updates, changes, and much more to show you. Now, we're going to introduce the next operator joining Rainbow Six Siege. Please welcome him in the anime short.
Anime short?
Ready to sabotage the prototype. How long until the disruption code is no good?
Under a minute. If we do this, the Carrier's Legion can't produce more custom explosives.
Did you hear that, Denari? We need that code. I heard it. I'm on it.
Srácok, a következő reveal panelre kéne csinálni ilyen reveal panel bingót, hogy lesz-e szó az anti-cheat javulásáról, meg ilyenek. Kéne ilyen bingót csinálni.
Now or never. Good luck, mio amigo.
Hogy érdekes. Ilyen lesz a képesség, ez a lézer.
Surveillance indicates more hostiles inbound. We need you Oscar Mike to Denari's location ASAP.
Quite the show. But it's time to go now. Oh. My. Still work to do, mio fratello.
Hát ez a Dual Front update szerintem az a rész, ami a játékosok 95%-át biztos nem érdekli.
Players will be tasked to take control of a carry safe room in the central of the neutral sector. Using a breaching payload that Dokkaebi gave us, thanks to the fact that we rescued her last season, that you need to activate in a hub computer in the center of the room. And wreak havoc by downloading all their information and really figuring out how to
most azt mondják, hogy ugye az előző szezonban Dokkaebit kellett megmenteni, most pedig ilyen teljesen más feladat lesz. Keres safe room van.
Inside can no longer get out, and anyone who's outside can no longer get in. Now, this is Siege. There are more ways to get into a room than through the doorway. So think creatively on how to regain control of that safe room. And to all those bringing those out-of-box strategies that we're seeing in Dual Front with the combinations of our attackers and defenders, thanks for joining in, and we'll be continuing to evolve this mode over time. We'll be adjusting key game settings, bringing more operators to the mode, and of course balancing, as well as looking into making the mode more rewarding overall. So again, thank you for joining in.
Gyorsan letudták legalább.
So we love what's going on in the district map, but we should talk about something that we mentioned at the reload event. 3 new maps are joining the modernized pool: Night Haven, Lair, and Consulate. Now when you jump on these maps, try not to get distracted by how gorgeous they are, because they have all that
Kicsit sajnálom amúgy, hogy a Night Haven és a Lair az bekerült most, mert hát nem tudom, amúgy lehet, hogy jó ötlet, mert azt nem szerették annyira a játékosok, de az új pályákat, azokat még annyira se szeretik. Nem tudom, lehet amúgy ez tényleg jó döntés volt.
We've seen a spike in cheating since the launch of CJX, and we get the frustration.
A Shield Guard vezető, és sokan csalnak, azt mondja.
Catching new cheat behaviors is a top priority.
Top prioritás a csalók elkapása.
To address concerns around false bans. We are building Shield Guard to adapt fast, push updates live, and protect fair play. In Season 3, we are focusing on precision in how we detect and how we deploy. We've made major improvements to our live update system, cutting down friction for players and making security rollouts smoother. This means fewer disruptions and smarter targeting, especially preventing abandoned penalties and allowing for even more frequent updates. Behind the scenes, our AI detection is getting sharper. We've added new data points to improve accuracy and reduce false positives. At the same time, we're introducing new gameplay violations, with even more refinements coming throughout the season. We're also hard at work on the next major iteration of Mousetrap, aimed at detecting recoil tampering. While it's still in development, this system will be a key step forward and protective competitive integrity across PC and console. We keep reinforcing Shield Guard with every patch, update, and hotfix by focusing on targeting topics that have been affecting the community, wall hacks and anti-recall detection. These are firmly on our radar. We are monitoring them closely as we explore long-term solutions. The mission stays the same. Protect the game, protect the players, and keep the pressure on cheat makers.
No.
Let's talk about privacy settings. In Season 3, we're making some changes. This is a great feature for players who want to protect their identity during a match, and especially useful for streamers. So, we'll be making a change that nicknames will be automatically assigned to players who opt into this. At the end of a match, all of those nicknames will disappear so that you can still report players who are being toxic and they can't hide behind a nickname during the match. Finally, all of our privacy settings will be available for console players. So console players, you can look forward to this feature dropping at the start of the season. Communication is key in a game like Siege.
Hát azt mondta, hogy meg fog változni a játékosok elnevezése ebbe az anonim módban. Tehát ezen javítottak. És hogyha toxic vagy voice chatben, akkor ez meg fog jelenni most már a reputációnál. Hát azon, hogy most az új frissítéssel a rendes nick fog a match végén látszódni, nem pedig egy random nick. Tehát így tudod, hogy kiről van szó, és nem bújik el egy generált nicknév mögé.
For us, it's really important that we're listening to you and that we can balance these things. When it comes to voice chat and text moderation, we want to hear from you. We want to give the opportunity for players who have a positive standing in the reputation system to give reports, and you'll have a way of doing this inside of the game. Let us know how we're doing, and for us to fine-tune these systems in the future so that players feel that the perception and the reports that are being made match with what they expect in a game like Siege.
Nem, a reportok azok rendesen felhasználóhoz kötöttek, csak a játékos maga a csalónak a nevét nem tudta, hogy mond.
With a focus on what is happening live and the schedule. We also wanted this to be a great guide for newcomers. In Season 3, we wanted to continue this ambition of making our pro scene more accessible and more visible to everyone. We're introducing the championship page, where you can learn more about our pro competitions. First, you see an overview page. When you first enter the overview page,
ez az, amit átdolgoztak, ez az e-sportabb.
And upcoming matches. But you can also go into details and see the group stage and the brackets. We also wanted to showcase a journey a team faces towards the 6th Invitational.
Ennek nem, tehát ez nem tudom miért van a játékban. Mármint amúgy menő, hogy ezeket így meg lehet nézni, csak szerintem semmi szükség a játékba erre. Kivéve, hogyha az e-sportra akarják rávezetni a játékosokat. Ugye a Siege kupával például.
This season, Siege Cup will be happening every weekend. And you can now inspect your squad stats so you can prepare like never before.
Now, before we dive deep into balancing, I'd like to take the opportunity to talk about the audio system update. This new foundational system will continue to evolve going forward, and we appreciate all the feedback we've already received on it. So please don't stop providing that feedback. This is an evolving system that will improve over time. Ballistic shields have the ability to throw gadgets from behind cover. We're actually updating the animations behind that, and now the shield user will become a little exposed when taking this action. It's important to remember this.
Jobban felfedik magukat a shield használók, hogyha éppen gránátot dobnak.
You can no longer break through a full health barricade while on rappel. 2, ADS is now blocked and cancelled when rappelling in through a window. 3, the shield now folds completely while reloading. 4,
nem lehet ADS-elni kötélről.
5 less rounds in each magazine. And 5, the hull adaptive shield will have 1 less breach charge. Magnified scopes. This is a hot topic in the community and an even hotter topic on the defense side of the field. What we're doing is a final adjustment to this magnified scope logic throughout the entire game. The removal of all magnified scopes from operators that are not wielding a DMR or a slug shotgun. So that means
se DMR,
Rook,
se. Tehát csak a DMR-en és a Shotin lesz magnified scope.
One exception is that Echo will actually receive a boost in his speed based on this change.
És Echo ezért cserébe gyorsabb lett.
I'll be the first to admit that the Reaper MK2 is a little squirrely on the recoil. So with the launch of Season 3, we'll actually be improving the recoil on this weapon pretty significantly. So this will be great for those
Ugye ez védő oldalon fontos ez a változtatás.
But we're also going to do something a little different. We're going to reissue the improved Reaper Mark II to 4 additional operators. Those operators are Ying, Oryx, Pulse, and the legend himself, Sledge.
Na, és még gyors kis pisztolyt is kapnak ezek az operátorok.
Our recruits are getting armed up a little bit differently coming into Season 3. Striker will be receiving the SR-25, and Sentry will be receiving the TCSG-12.
Changing mags!
Na, az easy rész.
You made a bad bet. Play the odds and risk it all. But you're playing my game now. And I'm here to clean house.
There's more to Denari than what you saw in the CGI. It's time to connect the dots. He's a defender designed to block down entry points, stall out pushes, and force attackers to rethink their approach. As the first Swiss operator, Denari will be joining Night Haven this season. Let's talk about his gadget, the trip connectors. They're designed to flip the attacker's plan upside down. Here's how it works. On its own, a connector does nothing, but place 2 within line of sight, and you've got a connection. The preview system makes the setup smooth. Hold the gadget and you'll see where it can connect and where it's currently blocked.
Na ez,
and the connection will lock
ez ilyen nagyon kreatív gadgetnek tűnik. Sajnos ugye ez azt is jelenteti, hogy nem olyan menő ez a gadget.
It's not about stealth. The lasers are bright, visible, and loud. Denari is all about area denial and time wasting. So think less trap and more about map control. Place your connectors creatively, hide the source, and force attackers to burn utility or reroute completely. Once triggered, the laser delivers enough damage to make you think twice, just like Aruni's Surya Gate. Like other electricity-based gadgets, it destroys gadgets in contact and slows down attackers for a few seconds, disrupting their momentum. It even guards breaks shield operators, so if you're fast, you can react to the unique sound cue and secure an easy kill. But be careful, attackers could use this alarm to bait you out. Weapon-wise, Denari's packing the Scorpion Evo 3. High fire rate, perfect for close quarter engagements. Not your style? The FMG9 is fast, clean, and reliable for more accurate gunfights. But the real standout, new season, new weapon, and we're happy to introduce the Glaive 12. Our very first secondary slug shotgun. As a slug shotgun, the Glaive 12 delivers high damage shots that rewards precision. It is a quad barrel sidearm, letting you fire 4 powerful slugs before needing to reload. Perfect for players looking for something more destructive and lethal than a standard pistol. It's also great for opening sidelines for trip connectors, making it a perfect blend of lethality and utility. Speaking of utility, Denari brings the deployable shield and the observation blockers. Great for fortifying or masking your setups. And with 3 speed, 1 health, he can roam while keeping his side protected and reacting to any alarm that gets triggered.
Pair
him up with utility catchers like Jaeger or Wamai to stop attackers from tossing explosive his way. Mute and Mozzie are solid picks too. They'll help block and tie gadget drones from reaching the nodes. Want to get creative? Use Azami's Kiba barriers to reinforce angles and control space around the nodes. And if you're looking to double down on denial, team up with operators like Goyo, Smoke, Thorn, or Tachanka to funnel attackers into traps or force them into exposed positions. Of course, if you're on the attacking side, there are counters too. IQ can scan and ping Denary's trip connectors through walls, making them easy to locate. That's where Twitch, Zero, or Brava can come in to clear them out. If Denary clusters too many in one spot, an EMP is your best tool to shut down the entire network.
Az EMP
Whether you're locking
kikapcsolja,
down the
aha.
site during prep or setting a few connectors for a late round surprise, Denary opens the door to creative plays. His kit rewards smart setup, and it gives you a chance to put all the map knowledge that you've built over the years. We've already found some spicy setups, but let's be real, the Siege community always takes it to the next level. We honestly can't wait to see what you guys come up with.
I got to play the new operator Denary, and he is by far the most
Na,
creative
nézzük, mit mond
operator
róla
that you can
Royal
use. Let me
Penguin.
explain. The new operator has like literally unlimited different scenarios that you can do. You can set some up across the map, and you can use that secondary shotgun, the Glaive 12, with the trip connector, and you can connect these, and you can do it, you know, in the ground, with place one in the ceiling. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this in Siege, because, well, I can place these on stairs now. It's not like I just have to place stuff on doors or on windows. You can literally place these in between two couches. There's just so many possibilities that you can do with the trip connector. There's going to be so much stuff that people are going to see with this.
Tudjátok, miért erről eszembe? Van az az operátor, aki így eldob ilyen kis labdákat, és egy ilyen átláthatatlan falat rak le. Nem tudom, hogy ez melyik operátor. Kb. Szerintem hasonlóan hasznos lesz, bár lehet, hogy ez azért menőbb. Én szeretek ilyen izékkel játszani egyébként, ilyen kreatív módon, de tényleg nem tudom, hogy ez mennyire lesz így hasznos, hogy ezzel jöjjünk. Sense? Azaz. Igen, de új.
But when you have to have more Brava drones and you have to have more Twitch drones, you're going to see people run Mute more. You're going to see people run Mozzie more. The Jaeger, the Wamai, because if you want to counter this, not only are you going to use the Twitch drones, but you're also going to need the explosives. So you're going to see a lot of those operators more paired with this operator for strats. When I was playing with the devs, we were on Oregon and we were in the basement, and I was playing Denary, and I ended up setting all my trip connectors in the long hallway downstairs in the basement. So it literally looked like a whole like laser field. I think it was like 6 or 7 of them I had set up. Anytime anybody was pushing by pillar side, they literally could not go down the hallway, so they had to go to the doorways because they didn't have anything to even destroy, because we had like the ADSs and stuff set up. There was no time left, and they just sprinted through, and I wound up getting a free kill because I was just sitting in freezer the entire time.
Hát biztos, hogy az első időkben low-elo-ban ez szivatós lesz. High-elo-ban lesz kíváncsi, hogy mennyire fogják használni.
This is a season of reaction, where we're making updates and changes based on your feedback. We can't wait for you to get your hands on the new season, so check out the test server, August 18th, that's tomorrow.
Holnap
And the
teszteló.
full season launches September 2nd. So
És szeptember 2-a új szezon.
the designer notes and the patch notes that'll come out soon for more details. And we can't wait for you to jump into Operation High Stakes. Thank you so much.
Na hát ez ennyi volt. Vége. Na gyorsan átfutunk itt. Hoppá. A változtatásokon. Ahogy nézem, a Shotia is jó. Érdekes a Shotia, a secondary Shotia, ez a Slack Shoti, hogy így milyen. Pillanat. Ubisoft.
The momentum of Siege.
Na. YouTube-on még nincs vége a CJX-nek. Igen.
Welcome to Operation High Stake. Not only do we have a new
Touch the prototype.
Tehát igen, hogy lesz újabb verziója a Dual Front módnak, igen, ez az egyik. Jó, ez nem érdekel. Oké, nick neves változtatás. Privacy mód konzolon. E-sporttal változtatás.
Every weekend. And you can now...
Jó. Ugye, hogy sokkal jobban felfedik magukat a shield használók.
Break through a full health barricade while on rappel. 2, ADS is now blocked and cancelled when rappelling in through a window. 3, the shield now...
Na, tehát például itt olyat mondanak, nem lehet már ADS-elni, hogyha repülözöl. Tehát nem engedi a játék az ADS-elést a repülözés közben, ez elég durva változtatás. Illetve nem lehet betörni egy full HP-s barikádot shield-el. Ez a pajzsra vonatkozik? Amúgy lehet. De miért eddig tudott a shield-es? BB. Ez BB változtatás, oké. Okay. Ez BB.
1, he can no longer break through a full health barricade while on rappel.
Jó.
2, ADS is now blocked and cancelled when rappelling in through a window. 3, the shield now folds completely while reloading.
Reloadolás közben teljesen összecsukódik a shield.
4, the MK17 will have a reduction in ammo capacity, meaning
kevesebb ammója lesz a
5 less
fegyvernek.
rounds in each magazine.
És kevesebb töltény van a tárba is.
And 5, the hull adaptive shield will have 1 less breach charge.
És a shieldnek egyel kevesebb charge-a van.
Magnified scopes.
Úgy néz ki, hogy OP volt. Itt meg ugye az a változtatás, hogy a Magnified Scope-ok, azok kikerülnek a védő oldalra, és csak a DMR-en marad, illetve a shotin.
And an even hotter topic on the defense side of the field. What we're doing is a final adjustment to this magnified
Az új operátor nagyon OP lett, igen. Hát az a gond ezzel, hogy nem tudom, hogy mennyire lesz OP, mert érted, a Sense is ilyen OP-nak tűnt a videó alapján. Aztán gyakorlatban szerintem nem sokan használják a Sense-t, de tényleg az biztos, hogy lehetünk kreatívak az új operátorral, a Denarival. Én mondom, szeretem ezeket, mert a Valkyr kamerákkal is szeretem ügyeskedni, hogy éppen hova teszem őket.
Shotgun. So that means dock, rook, speed, recoil on this weapon.
Új fegyver, új kispisztoly, mármint hogy új kispisztoly azoknak, akik büntetést kaptak, legalábbis egy részüknek. Itt az új operátor.
There's more to... Let's talk about his gadget connect and where it's
Ja, amúgy ez érdekes.
Destroy the obstacle and the connection will lock in.
Erre kíváncsi leszek.
You start with 7 trip connectors that can all interconnect with each other. It's all up to you on how you want to use them. It's not about stealth. The lasers are bright, visible, delivers enough damage to make you think twice. Just like Aruni's Surya Gate. Scorpion to reload.
Okay.
There are counter...
Új secondary shotty.
You can use that secondary shotgun, the Glaive 12. So, Twitch drones, laser field.
Jó, hát nem volt valami combos ez a bejelentő, az a helyzet, de legalább volt, és kíváncsi leszek az új operátorra. Sajnálatos egyébként, hogy az új eventekről nem mutattak nagyon semmit, az úgy érdekes lehetett volna, szerintem, hiszen az ugye ott volt már is mutatom, hogy hol, ezen a roadmap-en, tehát hogy azzal kapcsolatban, hogy mutattak volna valamit, illetve szoktak ilyenkor új elite skint is mutatni, azt sem mutattak, és nem tudom, nagyon tömör volt ez az egész. Hát kíváncsi vagyok, hogy ti mit szóltok hozzá, lehet, hogy majd belelesünk a test szerverbe, vagy megvárjuk a szezon megjelenést, ami majd szeptember 2-a. Szeptember 2-a az egy keddi nap, úgyhogy szeptember 2-án kedd este már lehet csapatni az új szezont. Tesztszervere meg holnap lesz majd valamikor elérhető, gondolom az is ilyen délután. Aha, sebző. Sebző rázó. Animáció megszakító. Ja, úgyhogy hát megnéztük, srácok, a bejelentéseket. Ez ennyi volt. Majd megnézzük a szezont is. Köszi a figyelmet. Na, hát srácok, köszi szépen az esti kis bekukkantást, ez ennyi volt, úgyhogy jövő héten, hétfőn, azaz holnap 10-kor találkozunk, addig is legyen további szép estétek, sziasztok, és hát azt hittem, hogy lesz drop, de akkor ezek szerint nem volt drop. Tényleg nem volt drop? Hát ez szomorú. Na majd azért írjátok meg, hogyha lett drop így nektek a streamet nézve. Hát ha. Na szevasztok! Na, csí!